Hello, and welcome to the Academy of Natural Sciences. My name is Amy Hoyt. I'm a Youth and Family Programs educator here at the museum. Welcome to Crafting for the Climate. Each month we'll post a new video for you to follow along and build an eco-friendly, useful craft. You will also learn how small, everyday actions can help reverse climate change and benefit the environment as you create a useful item out of trash. Today, we're going to be making seed starters so we can grow some plants. Growing your own food cuts down on the amount of food that you need to get from a grocery store. If you don't have a yard or a garden, you can always grow plants in a window box or planters. Not every plant needs a ton of room to grow. Let's gather our supplies. You'll need toilet paper tubes, which everybody has plenty of around the house. You're going to need some chalk, scissors, some seeds, and a little bit of soil. So first things first, you're going to cut your toilet paper tubes in half, and you may need help from a grown-up if your scissors don't quite cut through. You might need a grown-up to cut through for you. The next step is you're going to cut about halfway up the toilet paper tube in 4 places. Like that. Next, you're going to fold in the pieces that you just cut, just like that. And I kind of fold it like a box with one over and one under so that it makes its own little bottom. Just like that. And you might be asking yourself, what do plants have to do with climate change? When you drive to the store to buy food, you're using gas in your car, which adds more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Trucks that ship the food to the grocery store also add carbon dioxide as well. Carbon dioxide is raising the global temperature by trapping too much heat from the sun in our atmosphere. The global temperature is rising faster than it ever has before. One way to cut back might be to grow some of our own foods at home. Another would be walking or riding a bike to places rather than driving. The next step is going to be to color the outside with chalk. And you might be asking what chalk has anything to do with seeds. Is it any good for the plants? Is it harmful to the plants? And the truth is, it's neither helpful nor is it harmful. But it is helpful for the animals that live in your garden. So things like roly-polies and millipedes and worms actually need some calcium, which is what's in chalk. Now, I don't recommend that you eat chalk because it tastes pretty gross, and it's not really necessarily good for you, but it is good for our animals. And we will sometimes even feed it to our different animals that are different invertebrates that live here at the museum. And once you've kind of designed all the outside of your seed starters, then you can put them in a container so that when you water your plants, the water doesn't leak out of the bottom. And the seeds that I'm using are some peas. So first, you're going to want to put a little soil in. Then you're going to want to add your seeds. 1 or 2 is usually good per little pot. More than that, and they're going to need a lot more room than this. And then once your plants start to sprout, you're going to move them into a bigger pot. Just remember when you're watering your plants that You want your soil to feel like a wrung out sponge, damp but not wet. If you have wet soil, then you have moldy soil and it's not very good for your plants. And just remember, friends, when your seed starters start to sprout, you can bring them out to your garden and plant them. Thank you for joining us here today. Join us for our next Crafting for the Climate. We hope you had fun. Have a great day.